We've officially reached the Final Four in the King of the Ring tournament, and here's how I believe it's all going to play out. If you enjoy wrestling content, make sure to follow for more deep dives like this. Let's begin with the bracket that features Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. These two are among the most beloved babyfaces in WWE today, and that shared respect between them is going to be a major factor in their upcoming match. Now, imagine a scenario where someone like Seth Rollins tries to interfere. Even if that happens, I don't think either Jey or Cody would capitalize on that interference. They have too much honor and admiration for each other to use underhanded tactics. Because of that, this match is likely going to end clean, without controversy. And if we're talking about a clean finish, I just can't picture Jey Uso defeating Cody Rhodes. Cody has the momentum, the legacy, and the crowd firmly behind him, so I predict Cody Rhodes will move on to the final. Now let's shift over to the other side of the bracket, where we have Randy Orton squaring off against Sami Zayn. Both men are faces, but Randy is a very different kind of babyface compared to someone like Sami. Randy Orton is a tactician, a veteran who knows when to take advantage of a situation, even if it blurs the lines of what's fair. I can see someone like Karrion Kross getting involved in this match, possibly targeting Sami Zayn and costing him the win. Unlike Cody and Jey, Randy wouldn't hesitate to capitalize on that moment. He'll use the distraction, get the pin, and move on. That interference could even set up a future storyline between Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, maybe at Night of Champions. That brings us to the final, Cody Rhodes vs. Randy Orton. This is a match fans have been waiting a long time to see, and I fully expect it to deliver on every level. It has all the makings of a 5-star classic: history, drama, and top-tier wrestling. In the end, I think Cody Rhodes walks away as the new king of the ring. But that victory may come at a cost. Randy Orton has been holding back for a while, staying just on the edge of his darker side. Losing to Cody could be the moment that finally causes him to snap. Don't forget, Randy still has his sights set on his 15th world title, and after what went down at Backlash, he might be looking to settle some unfinished business with John Cena. If Cody becomes an obstacle in that path, we could very well witness Orton's heel turn, setting the stage for a brand new rivalry. So, the big question now is, do you think this is how the King of the Ring ends? Let me know your thoughts. We've officially arrived at one of the most anticipated stages in the WWE calendar, the Final Four of the King of the Ring tournament. After weeks of intense matches, surprise victories, emotional promos, and dramatic storytelling, we're down to 4 of the biggest names in WWE today: Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, and Sami Zayn. And now, it's time to break down how I see this whole thing unfolding, all the way to the coronation of the next King of the Ring. If you're into wrestling content, predictions, backstage analysis, and future storyline breakdowns, make sure you hit that follow button because this one's going to be loaded with twists. Let's start with the left side of the bracket, Cody Rhodes vs. Jey Uso. This matchup is more than just a semifinal. It's a clash between two fan favorites who have both undergone tremendous personal and professional journeys over the past year. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, has been on a mission ever since returning to WWE to finally finish the story. He's been in major main events, survived brutal battles, and consistently stood tall in the face of adversity. On the other hand, Jey Uso has carved out his own path outside the bloodline. Once seen as a tag team specialist, he's stepped up as a strong singles competitor and become a symbol of independence, resilience, and emotional storytelling. What makes this match especially compelling is the mutual respect between Cody and Jey. They're both ultimate babyfaces in the eyes of the WWE Universe. They've teamed together. They've stood shoulder to shoulder against common enemies. And that respect is going to shape how this match plays out. Suppose someone like Seth Rollins, or another wildcard, decides to interfere in this semifinal. The interesting thing is that neither Cody nor Jey would take advantage of that situation. They respect each other too much to accept a tainted win. That means this match will likely end clean, based on sheer wrestling ability, heart, and ring IQ. When you think about a clean finish between these two, it's hard to envision Jey Uso pinning Cody Rhodes. Jey's story has been emotional and inspiring, but Cody's momentum is just too strong right now. He's still riding high off major storylines, and with the WWE seemingly preparing him for a long-term main event run, I see Cody Rhodes picking up the win here and advancing to the finals of the tournament. Now let's move to the right side of the bracket, Randy Orton vs. Sami Zayn. This match has a very different tone. While both Orton and Zayn are beloved by the fans, they represent two contrasting types of babyfaces. Sami Zayn is the heart of the underdog story. He fights with passion, emotion, and vulnerability. He connects with the audience in a deeply personal way, and every time he steps into the ring, he carries that emotional weight with him. Randy Orton, however, is a different beast. He's calculated, cold when necessary, and a master of the mental game. He's a babyface right now, yes, but he's always got that switch that can flip when the moment calls for it. And I think we're going to see that side of Orton come out in this match. I predict that someone, possibly Karrion Kross, will interfere during the match and target Sami Zayn. Kross has been lingering in the background, and a rivalry with Sami Zayn seems like a natural direction. Now here's the key difference. Unlike the Cody vs. Jay scenario, Randy Orton isn't above capitalizing on the chaos. If someone hands him an opportunity on a silver platter, he'll take it. I can easily see Orton using that interference to pick up the win over Sami, advancing to the finals while also sparking a heated feud between Zayn and Kross that could culminate at an upcoming event like Night of Champions. So that sets the stage for the grand finale, Cody Rhodes vs. Randy Orton. This is the match that writes itself, a collision between the student and the mentor. Cody once stood alongside Randy as part of legacy. They've shared victories, betrayals, and years of personal history. Now, they're both established stars with something to prove. Cody wants to fulfill his destiny, while Randy is eyeing his 15th world title and one more run at the very top. This match has all the ingredients for a 5-star classic. You've got deep-rooted history, emotional stakes, elite-level wrestling, and potentially career-altering consequences. As much as I respect Randy's experience and in-ring intelligence, I think this tournament is ultimately Cody's to win. He's the face of a new era, and crowning him as king of the ring would only fuel the fire leading into future title opportunities and marquee storylines. But this doesn't end with Cody simply celebrating. The aftermath of this match might be even more significant. Randy Orton is a dangerous man when he feels slighted or overlooked. Losing to Cody in the final could be the trigger that finally causes Orton to snap. Remember, he's been holding back that darker side for a while. He's shown glimpses of it. And with recent talk about Orton wanting another run at the top, especially after what happened at Backlash, he might not take this loss lightly. If Cody's victory stands in the way of Randy's path to John Cena or another title shot, we could see the Viper shed his skin and turn heel once again. So there it is, my full breakdown and predictions for the Final Four of the King of the Ring tournament. Cody defeats Jay in a clean, emotional battle. Orton beats Sami after interference, setting up Zayn vs. Kross. And in the final, Cody Rhodes wins it all, but not without stirring the beast within Randy Orton. The question is, do you see it playing out this way, or do you have your own prediction for how this all ends? Let's hear it. Drop your thoughts and fantasy booking below.